Fan Team is one of the world's top sites for fantasy football, and with the Champions League just around the corner, it could be a good time to join. They currently have a Champions League group stage tournament with over €250,000 in prize pools, with €50,000 awarded to first place. It is a €20 entry fee and it does start on the 14th of September, but the top 1,250 managers do win prizes. The rules are on screen now, you can pause to see those in more detail, but remember you have to sign up by the 14th of September. Hello fantasy managers, today we've got the UCL fantasy team selection for matchday 1. In today's video, we look at the initial first draft of the team selection for matchday 1, as there is still 9 or so days to go before the first game. So just before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, as we're trying to hit 6k subscribers by game week 6, and also click that notification bar so you don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So having a look at the matchday 1 team selection, in goals we have gone with Mendy from Chelsea, as he did score the most points for any keeper last season with 66. He is coming in at £6 million and is quite pricey, but he has a very nice matchday 1 opponent of Zenit at home. Chelsea's group in general is fairly good, as the only difficult team they have is Juventus, as Zenit and Malmo are the two other opposition. Chelsea's defence is obviously very strong, so I can see them getting a clean sheet in matchday 1, and potentially some more clean sheets throughout the group stage. Having a look at the defenders, John Stones comes into the defence as that Man City defensive asset, as he hasn't played so far in the Premier League, but I do think he will be getting starts in the Champions League. Obviously Man City do squad rotate quite frequently, and Stones will most likely be rotated in for the Champions League, as he hasn't got any minutes so far in the Prem. City also have a fairly decent group where they have Leipzig at home in matchday 1, then they have PSG but also have Club Brugge, so that will be another one of those defences that I would expect to get one of the most clean sheets throughout the group stage. Matthews de Ligt comes in as the Juventus defender at just £5 million and looks to be one of the cheapest starting defenders in their backline. He faces Malmo away in matchday 1, which is looking like a very promising fixture for potential Juventus clean sheet, and the only difficult opposition in their group is Chelsea. They also have Zenit as well, so along with them and Chelsea, I would expect them to get the most clean sheets in their group. Moving on, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is the third defender, as he's been listed at £5 million. Luke Shaw is coming in at £1 million more at £6 million, and I do think for £1 million less, Wan-Bissaka is probably better value, as he faces the young boys in matchday 1. Manchester United look to have a very nice group where they have the young boys, Villarreal and Atalanta, so I would be expecting United to progress to that group and get some clean sheets. Hopefully Wan-Bissaka can get an attacking return as well, but with Alex Telles coming back into training for Manchester United, they may just rotate Luke Shaw out to ensure his fitness. And to finish the defence, Diego Carlos comes in as the Sevilla defender. At just £4.5 million, he looks to be great value this season, as he did record 35 points last year and has a very nice group as well. He has Salzburg, Wolfsburg and Lille as the 3 opponents in the group, and I would expect Sevilla to dominate in this group and potentially progress as well, so hopefully that means they can get some clean sheets as well. Moving on to the midfielders, Phil Foden is the first listed midfielder, as he had a very nice Champions League last season, getting himself 65 points. According to Pep Guardiola, Foden should be good to play after the international break, which will mean of course he's getting 8 minutes in the Champions League. He played just about every match in the Champions League last season and he was very impressive, and considering that he only has a 6% ownership and is coming in at £8 million, he could be a very nice mid-priced option in the middle of the park. As I touched on before, City's group is looking fairly nice for them, as the only difficult opponent is PSG, as they face Leipzig and Club Brugge as well. So at just £8 million, I think Foden's great value, and speaking of value, N'Golo Kante is coming in at just £5.5 million. He got himself 43 points last Champions League, which is one of the highest for his price tag, and that is why he's one of the top owned players in the game with a very high 53% ownership. With points awarded for interceptions in Champions League, N'Golo Kante definitely gets plenty of interceptions, and with their very promising group of Zenit, Juventus and Malmo, I would expect him to get plenty of points. He's also a nice budget enabler to allow me to have premium options such as the likes of Mo Salah, who is the next player in midfield. He is coming in at £10.5 million and is £2 million cheaper than FPL, and he recorded 63 points last Champions League. Despite this, he is only selected by 19% of managers, but he still recorded 6 goals and 1 assist last season. He faces AC Milan at home in matchday 1, which could be a good fixture for the Anfield home crowd to get behind. Apart from this, he faces Porto and Atletico Madrid in their group, as I would say this is the most difficult group in the Champions League. Despite this though, Mo Salah is no doubt a very quality player, and I would be expecting him to get plenty of points once again. Having a look at the forward options, we have gone with 3 starting forwards up top, beginning with Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay will be spearheading that Barcelona attack, and at just £8.5 million, I think he could be a great value choice. He has made a decent start to the La Liga so far, getting himself a couple of goals, and has a fairly decent group as well. He does face Bayern Munich in matchday 1, which is a bit difficult, but then he also has Benfica and Dynamo Kiev in their group, so I would expect Barcelona and Bayern to dominate that group. Memphis Depay is a fairly high-owned player as he has a 20% ownership, and I can see him getting himself a couple of goals in the Champions League and proving himself to be a good value choice. Having a look at his strike partner, Erling Haaland is coming in with a 55% ownership, which does make him the top-owned player in UCL Fantasy so far, as he did record 62 points last season, coming in at just £11 million. Also, Dortmund have an incredibly nice group this season, as they face Besiktas, Sporting Lisbon and Ajax as well. I would expect Dortmund to top this group, and I would expect Haaland to be one of the highest goal scorers after the group stage, so I think at 11 million he's definitely worth spending the money. And to finish the strike force off, it is Romelu Lukaku who's coming in at £10.5 million. He is $500,000 cheaper than Erling Haaland, but I do think he could rival him for goals across the group stage, as he did record 25 points last Champions League, which is okay, but with a 19% ownership, I can see why many managers are going for him. With Zenit at home in matchday 1, this is a great fixture for him to get plenty of points, and as touched on before, Chelsea have a fairly decent group of Juventus, Malmo and Zenit. So with this group and this great starting fixture of Zenit at home, I would expect Haaland and Lukaku to be two of the highest goal scorers in the Champions League. Looking at the bench options, Onana is the goalkeeper bench option at £4.5 million, as he looks to be a nice budget enabler, as Ajax have a fairly decent group as well. Onana has a very nice group as well, as they've faced Lisbon, Besiktas and Dortmund, so hopefully Ajax can get themselves a couple of clean sheets, and at £4.5 million he should be great value. Robin Gosens is currently listed on the bench, but there will be some team management to ensure he's going to be in the starting 11, as he is coming in at £5.5 million, recording 35 points last Champions League. Despite this, he's only selected by 5% of managers, but he is playing in that wing-back position for Atalanta, and they do have a very nice group as well. Villarreal and Young Boys are two of their opponents. They obviously have Manchester United in their group, which is a bit difficult, but I do think with those two other teams of Villarreal and Young Boys, I do think they can ensure plenty of clean sheets. Gosens also got himself a goal and 26 balls recovered last Champions League, so I do think he can reproduce these kind of numbers once again. Wilmar Barrios is another bench option at £5 million. He recorded 24 points last Champions League. Now having a look at the 4.5 to £5 million midfielders, I do think Barrios is probably the best choice. He does play in CDM and gets plenty of points for interceptions, as he recorded 24 points last Champions League, which I think is okay for a £5 million player. We could potentially downgrade him, but the only £4.5 million option which I am liking at the moment is Alvarez from Ajax. Alvarez has got himself a goal so far in the Eredivisie and has been getting consistent starting minutes, so at 4.5 million he should be good value. This is why he's the third highest owned player in the game with a 43% ownership, as he is a nice budget enabler. So that's all we've got for today for the Matchday 1 team selection of UCL Fantasy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to Show Sport for the channel. It's really trying to hit 6k subs by Game Week 6. And also click on the notification bar so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And leave a comment how you guys' teams are lining up for Matchday 1 of UCL Fantasy. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.